this just in real small segments, but we all talk about rewards, like when we go to heaven, that if you serve Christ, there's rewards for you. The Bible actually talks about 5 specific crowns that you can win, okay? So we're going to talk about the first one today, at least in Bible order, and it's 1 Corinthians 9:25. Paul's talking about running the race. Verse 25, and every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible. In the Olympics back then, which first started back in that time in Greece, and they would, if they would win, they would get like basically a wreath that would go on their head. They would call it a crown, okay? But in just a few days, that thing would wither and die. I mean, can you imagine all that work and all that training and all that preparation and effort that they put into it? And then just a couple days later, I mean, their trophy is decayed. There's nothing left, okay? Paul said that's what they worked so hard for. He says, for us, though, well, we an incorruptible, okay? Incorruptible means it cannot decay, it cannot diminish in any way. So, guys, God's telling us, first of all, the first crown that we can get is an incorruptible crown. From this passage, I'll put the pieces together in a moment in case we don't, but from this passage, how do you think we can go about getting that? It's kind of giving us some hints through these verses, and especially this one. How can we go about getting that? God will reward what kind of Christian with this crown?
Pushing forward through trials.
That's a part of it for sure.
Winning souls?
Winning souls, not specifically, but I think that's a part of all of them.
Just trying to be more like Christ. I know that's broad, but just being as close to God as you can, your walk with God.
Okay.
Being a faithful Christian.
Okay.
Like also being like having self-discipline. When I see he's trying for the master, he's temper in all things. He has a purpose. Like he's disciplined.
Absolutely. To Mike.
Doing right regardless of the consequences.
Okay. Good. Way to tie it in. Yeah, he's talking about running a race. So, guys, I think if you run hard in your Christian life, you give it your all, and you're persistent. Kind of what a couple of you guys touched on. You're persistent. You stay at it. It's talking about these Olympic athletes, right? These Olympic runners and what training they put into performing their best. If you really want to be committed in your Christian life, you need to be training and putting everything into it. Christian life is not a performance, okay? It's you meeting with God behind the scenes, getting what you need so that you can go out there and live how He wants you to. But I think persistence, I think running hard is how we gain that first crown, which is the incorruptible crown. Any questions? Good. All right, Hansel.
Yes, sir.
Get on up here, brother.